Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Deputy Clerk Good, would you please take a roll call?
Sure. Commissioner Monroe?
Present.
Commissioner Welch?
Commissioner Welch here.
Commissioner Wygand?
Here.
Commissioner Godell?
Here.
Commissioner Greisinger?
Here.
Chair Riggs?
Chair Riggs here.
All right, and Council Liaison, Mayor Johnson.
Here, but a little slow with the mute button.
Okay, and then I will just add, we have Beth Richmond here tonight. She is filling in for Erin, who is out on leave right now. So this is her first Planning Commission meeting with us.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Hello.
All right, welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to tonight's meeting. We value our residents and community members, and even though our doors are temporarily closed during business hours to protect you all, we want to make sure that anyone who wants to participate in our meetings and provide input can do so. State statutes allow the city to conduct meetings by telephone, and the council recently took action to allow our city council and commission meetings to temporarily take place remotely during this pandemic emergency. Carver City Hall is temporarily closed to the public. This meeting will be held via Zoom conference services rather than in person at the regular meeting place, Carver City Hall, 316 Broadway, Carver. Therefore, participants can join this meeting and provide comments remotely via Zoom conferencing services. Zoom is a free service and can be accessed via the following: either by utilizing a mobile device, download the Zoom mobile app from the App Store or Google Play. Desktop devices, log on to zoom.us from your computer or similar device. Or phone call, dial in at the designated time of 6:30 p.m. to 1-301-715-8592. Where prompted, enter the meeting ID 898-9016-3088. Again, the number is 1-301-715-8592. When prompted, the meeting ID is 898-9016-3088. For anyone joining us by phone only, please be aware of these important instructions. We are broadcasting and recording this meeting live. You will also need to watch the online broadcast if you would like to see any visuals presented during the meeting. This link is under upcoming meetings on cityofcarver.com. There could be an up to 1 minute delay from the Zoom conference call to the online broadcast, meaning the call could be up to 1 minute ahead of what you are seeing when watching the online broadcast on the city's website. Please mute any external devices like your TV, music, or computer speakers to avoid distractions if addressing the commission. We ask that anyone wishing to address the commission ask to be recognized, be respectful, wait for your turn to speak, and don't speak over one another. It is important that all commission members and members of the public be able to hear each other in the discussion. So please speak loudly, speak clearly, and speak directly into your microphone or phone. Please listen carefully to the commission chair's cues. Callers wishing to be recognized must speak up to get into the queue when prompted by the commission chair. Callers will still need to provide their names and address for the record. Finally, different from our usual process, all actions of the commission will be taken by a roll call vote, and each will repeat their name for the record. This is a new process for us all, and we thank you for your patience and constructive feedback as we work through this unprecedented situation. We are working hard to ensure your voice is heard while maintaining everyone's health and safety. First topic is to approve the agenda. Could I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Commissioner Goodell Goodell's motion. Can I have a second to the motion?
Commissioner Monroe will second the motion.
Any further discussion?
Can I ask a question? And, as an alternate, I'm not certain, maybe Beth, you could help me out, if the alternate can file a motion. In this case, Stephanie is our first alternate, Krista is our second alternate, so I know that for voting, we take the commission members and then the first and the second alternate, so I'm not sure, Beth, if you have any advice on that?
I think it's fine to do it how you've done it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so motion by Commissioner Goodell to approve the agenda, second by Commissioner Monroe. Deputy Clerk Good, could you please do a roll call vote?
Commissioner Monroe,
Commissioner Monroe says aye.
Commissioner Welch,
Commissioner Welch says aye.
Commissioner Weigand,
Aye.
Commissioner Greisinger,
Commissioner Greisinger says aye.
and Chair Riggs.
Chair Riggs says aye.
Okay.
Thank you. Motion approved. Next item is to approve the minutes from November 21st, 2019 Planning Commission minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the November 21st, 2019 Planning Commission minutes?
Commissioner Monroe.
Take it. Yep. Commissioner Welch still moved.
Commissioner Monroe seconds.
Okay, I'll take a roll call vote. Commissioner Greisinger,
Commissioner Greisinger, aye.
Commissioner Monroe,
Commissioner Monroe says aye.
Commissioner Welch,
Commissioner Welch says aye.
Commissioner Weigand,
Commissioner Weigand says aye.
and Chair Riggs.
Chair Riggs says aye.
Okay.
Thank you. Motion approved. All right, next topic, new business. 309 to 313 Skyview Lane, lot combination. Intern Planner Richmond, please.
Yes, thank you, Chair, members of the Commission. As Mr. Chair said, this is a request for a lot combination, so I'm going to share my screen here and pull up a short presentation. All right, everybody should be able to see that now, hopefully.
Looks great, but it looks like a sunset.
There it is.
It's like a sunset.
You've got it now.
There was a lag time, it's okay.
There we go. All right. So the request in front of you this evening is a lot combination, and this is for the current properties that are at 309 Skyview and 313 Skyview Lane. They're highlighted in white on the screen. The property owner and applicant owns both properties and is requesting to combine them into one. Currently, these properties are separated by a platted alley, which is the red hash that you see. Alley vacations, it is part of this request, but it is something that the City Council reviews, and Planning Commission review for alley vacations isn't something that's required by code. So instead, we're going to focus on just the lot combination tonight, which is considered a minor subdivision under the code provisions, section 42-71. And again, as you can see, it's these two properties that are requesting to be combined. So this subdivision request, or lot combination request, was evaluated with the code standards subdivision section to ensure that the new lot would meet all of the requirements. City staff did conduct a Zoom inspection to ensure that there would only be one principal structure on the lot once it was combined. And that principal structure is located on what would be the former 309 Skyview. So it would be this one right here to the south. There are additional accessory buildings kind of to the east and the north up through the property, but those are not principal structures. So with that, it's the Planning Commission's job to discuss and then make a recommendation to the City Council on the lot combination. I'm happy to answer any questions.
I have a quick question. Why is 309 Skyview and not Mount Hope?
I believe it is due to where it accesses the road. I believe it also uses this driveway that comes off of Skyview Lane.
Okay.
Commissioner Monroe has a question concerning the lot being combined. It can then not be divided again, correct?
Correct.
Or not?
This would not be.
It would not ever be able to be divided again.
I believe so. I would want to check and make sure of the lot sizes, but I do.
Okay, I would just like to make sure that the owners of these two lots know this. I'm almost positive because, well, I think that there's an ordinance or something that speaks to that.
Okay. Yep, and it's a single owner right now.
Yep, but if they sold it in the future and somebody thought I can divide this and put two houses here, I don't think they can.
Yep,
Whereas they could now.
Right, yep, that's correct.
Okay, just as long as they know. Thank you.
Commissioner Goodell, I have a question. So does this currently meet all the setbacks, considering it's moving from a side lot to kind of like a rear lot kind of thing?
It's a good question. To my knowledge, the principal structure meets setbacks. Some of the accessory buildings may not. It was hard to check that simply because when we inspected the property, it's not a physical inspection right now, so you can't go out there, and everything was done virtually. That being said, they're not proposing to change any of the structures that are already there. And if they were, then that would be a different permit process that would need to be reviewed and approved. So I can't say for certain whether some of those accessory structures meet all of the setbacks, but I do believe the principal structure does.
Commissioner Welch with a question.
Mm-hmm.
So just again, based on the picture here, it's already treated as a single lot, even though it technically, right, there's only one home and then a pool and looks like two other outbuildings, correct?
Correct. Yep, it's treated as a single lot right now.
And then I had another question on the taxation. So on the property, would the county then come again and reassess a combined lot for the single, or does it add the two lots together, or is that nothing we are concerned about?
I don't know that it's something that Planning Commission necessarily needs to be concerned about.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what Carver County, how they would handle it.
So go down, I have another question. So on the picture, it shows lots 12, lot 11, lot 9. So is this current more than one lot and they're combining more lots again?
I believe in the past, this is obviously the old underlying plat to this. So when you look on the GIS for the county or the city, what's showing is one single lot for 309, one lot for 313, and then one for 301. So I believe in the distant past, those were separated again. However, they're treated as single lots today.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Are there any other questions? There are any members of the public who would like to make any comments regarding the lot combination, now would be the time. When I call on you, please state your name and address for the record.
Chair Riggs, there is no other members of the public in council chambers, and there is also no one else online on our Zoom call.
Great, thank you. Any further questions from anyone? Can I have a motion to recommend the approval of the lot consolidation to the city council?
Commissioner Welch moves the Carver Planning Commission approve the proposed lot combination.
Can I have a second?
Commissioner Monroe seconds.
Any further discussion? Motion by Commissioner Welch to approve the lot consolidation to the city council, second by Commissioner Monroe. Deputy Clerk Good, could you please do a roll call to vote?
Sure. Okay, Commissioner Greisinger,
Commissioner Graysinger, aye.
Commissioner Monroe,
Commissioner Monroe, aye.
Commissioner Welch,
Commissioner Welch votes aye.
Commissioner Weigand,
Commissioner Weigand votes aye.
Chair Riggs.
Chair Riggs votes aye.
Okay.
Thank you. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is for communications. Are there any communications by any members of the commission?
If any commissioners have any updates, please raise your hand and Chair Riggs can call on you.
Commissioner
Commissioner Welch. I'd just like to thank the city staff for, I'm sure this is not easy time for any of us, and thank you for getting this done. This is really seamless, so thanks for all your extra work.
Commissioner Monroe would just like to know how, city planner Aaron is doing. Anybody know?
I communicate with her on occasion through text. She'll send cute little pictures over, so.
Lucky you. Please greet her for me and I'm sure the rest of us.
Sure. She's a proud mother of a baby boy, so we're all very excited. And
Very
right now
excited.
we're seeing pictures of him. Unfortunately, we can't see him in person, but we are definitely enjoying the pictures when they come through. So I will pass along your well wishes.
Thank you.
Do we know when she's coming back?
I don't know the date. I believe it's sometime in July.
All right, thank you. I'd like to thank Commissioner Geisinger again for
Graysinger.
Raisinger. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Welcome you to the Planning Commission here.
Thank you.
If there's no other communications, could I have a motion to adjourn?
Commissioner Monroe makes a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Can I have a second motion?
Commissioner Welch seconds the motion.
Any further discussion? Motion by Commissioner Monroe to adjourn, second by Commissioner Welch. Deputy Clerk Good, could you please do a roll call vote?
Sure. Commissioner Greisinger,
Commissioner Graysinger, aye.
Commissioner Monroe,
Commissioner Monroe, aye.
Commissioner Welch,
Commissioner Welch, aye.
Commissioner Weigand,
Commissioner Weigand, aye.
Chair Riggs.
Chair Riggs, aye. Thank you. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.